Was super young, fresh out of college. I felt like I was in a new city, even though I was staying in the same city I went to college in. But I just felt like I needed some sort of connection to Minneapolis and St. Paul and learned about the program and kind of on a whim applied and here we are.
I was at a moment in my life where I really just felt like I needed to do more in the community. And
I was interested in doing like social justicey kind of work in a pretty general way. Um, but I knew that I wanted to build like real relationships.
I kind of hit the jackpot on my matchup, and I'm not just saying that because you're interviewing me right now, but I feel like we kind of clicked pretty early on. Like you were super quiet at first. I was always kind of shy at first, but once we got past that first one or two hangouts, it was really clear that we were going to get along super well. And I feel like I hit the jackpot because we've gotten to continue our friendship we've passed the 10-year mark now. You came to my wedding. I've been to some of your big life events, and it's just, I feel so lucky to have decided to do this and gotten matched up with you and then gotten to build such a cool relationship over the past 12 years.
Yeah, honestly, I can't disagree. I agree 100%. Like that's been one of the coolest things that it was like from mentor to like, okay, well, you're not my mentor anymore. Like, what do we
how do we
want to
describe
like?
this?
Yeah, like what is this dynamic? So yeah, I can attest to that. That's been a really cool like thing to witness because not only you were able to witness my journey, I was able to also witness yours.
Yeah.
We just had a blast. It didn't matter where we were or what we were doing. It was just about just making it fun and kind of getting to know each other.
we ran together, we'd go to the library together, we would work out together. And a lot of times not a lot was said, but I think the value of Boulder Options is the showing up. It's not always imparting wisdom every time you're together.
Those magic moments, right? It's that thing where you've been waiting for 3 months and this kid is kind of barely talking to you. And then one day you're driving home from an event and you're kind of chatting. And then you pull up in front of the house and like he doesn't get out of the car. And he just like sits and talks. And like, that's such a, I don't know, you can't like plan that and you can't create that. That's something that has to happen kind of authentically. And so I really like, everybody's begging for those moments. Everybody wants that, you know.
Like I joined the program, part of the reason was to feel more connected to the city I was living in. And I really accomplished, like together we accomplished that by just trying to go out and find things to do together and get creative about that. I think that really sticks out to me.
First and foremost, you have the opportunity to be a positive adult in a person's life. There's no scalable hack to do this work. It's one person, one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year at a time. And there really is nothing more rewarding. And then, second, it takes a unique and selfless individual to volunteer to be a mentor and spend that much time with a kid over the course of a year. And because of that, some of my best and closest friends to this day are people I met through Boulder Options.
That the relationship with my mentee is amazing, but it came along with that came this whole community. So
I've learned the value of silence and simply being present. I think I already knew how important it is to be reliable, but just seeing the impact of being somebody who's just like, you can count on me. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
I feel like I learned a little bit of a lesson about like the simplicity sometimes of what a relationship is. Like when you approach mentoring for a year and being a mentor, I think it feels like this really big, kind of somewhat scary thing. But after going through it, I really felt like it was as simple as showing up and being open. And when you start there, it just kind of, in my mind, organically grows into what it is. You're building a relationship. You know, I learned that I didn't have to try that hard. I just had to show up. Like first thing, show up and be consistent, and then really beautiful things can happen.